Hey everyone, how's it going? Blue Potato here with a Vi jungle. This is actually a special match for me since this is actually the match that got me into Grandmaster, so it's kind of exciting, kind of cool. We're also featuring the Professor, who's playing Draven. He's a great guy. He was like, you know what, you're this close to Grandmaster, let's play together, so I said, let's do it. In this match, I'm going up against the Wukong jungle. Rengar is topside, and that's where I have my eyes set, because Rengar, although he's a great top laner, he's really easy to gank. So once I clear out some camps, I'm probably going to look to see if I can gank him once or twice. Now, although most people play with all chat turned off, sometimes I leave it on, so here you're going to see a random little joke that I made just to, alleviate the tension between both teams. Now I'm going to speed up this process because I'm just farming red and raptors. Once I hit raptors though, I'm going to go for that gank on Rengar. The reason I chose Rengar for my first target was because he was overextended. So for this gank, I Q in to kind of disrupt him. I'll save my flash for his, which he flashes now. I get another E off, and I got first blood. So I'm going to go back to the jungle without taking any minions, because those are Shens, and I get taxed anyway. Lane tax is a controversial topic when it comes to junglers and laners, because a lot of times junglers gank and they take CS. I feel like this early in the game, it's pointless for me to take it. Shen needs his levels, I need my levels. Besides, I have my whole jungle to clear, which I get my gold from anyway. So I'm going to stay here in Baron lane, just in case Rengar gets aggressive after that first blood move. I'm going to take the scuttle, get some vision, and see if Rengar engages on Shen. Although it seems that I let Shen kind of fight for himself for longer than I should have, it was on purpose, so Rengar thinks that I'm not there to help out Shen again. I let Rengar jump onto Shen one more time, and then I can Q in. This is going to be an easy kill, I'll just chase him down the lane, and even if he gets near turret range, I can kill him for sure. And there it is, that's a second kill for me. Now it's time for my first recall. I'm going to buy the components that I need for Trinity Force, and I'm going to see if I can gank Dragon Lane. So I ignored Wolves and I ignored Blue Buff because Scuttle Crab is free. You can see Draven and Pyke actually helping me secure the Scuttle. And I'm going to gank, but I'm going to go around them. So I'm going to go behind them just in case they try to escape or flash. I have my ult ready for them. I'll use my ult on Senna just in case he tries to get away. We secure Senna. We also got a kill on Jinx, and Wukong, who was at Krugs, had no idea what to do. He didn't even respond to us. So I know that two people are dead, and Wukong is trying to take Krugs, so I'll bully him. I'm going to take his Krugs, I'll bully him too, I'll kind of force him to see if he can back. Maybe he can take this honey fruit, which is fantastic, because that means that neither Jinx or Senna have a fruit for themselves now. Okay, so this gank resulted in 2 deaths. I took Krugs, and Wukong had to force back. They also lost their honey fruit. So Shen died to Rengar, which kind of sucks. We lost the lead there. I see Akali going in on Lux there, so I'm going to go see if I can help out mid. Although she doesn't need me, I think she gets the kill here. Now you're going to see something. I'm not going to tax this lane, but I'm going to help her push it a little faster so it can crash into turret. This is so it can become a neutral state for her. And instead of her backing, she actually comes and joins me towards Baron lane to go kill Rengar. Sometimes random people surprise you, and this is a great surprise. And you can see Rengar pushing that tower really fast. I think he got a plate there, but he's kind of screwed now. He's a 3v1 here. And although I missed my Q, I did manage to get him with my E. I still had a flash for it, so lots of little small things that I burned, but I'm going to killing spree now, so feeling good. And so here I'll start action in the lane because I want to get to this turret. I feel like with the 3 of us, we can take this turret really quickly or even get some plates. So here we start taking the turret, and although our minions die, I start tanking the turret myself because it's so low that we can take this turret. So that's a really early first turret for us, which means we have a big gold lead. Now I was going to back here, but I see Rengar, and I'm not 100% sure what he's doing here because there's still 3 of us, and he dies yet again. That's 4 deaths, I believe, for poor Rengar. For you eagle-eyed viewers, you might have seen a red circle near Wukong because he was on my blue buff. So instead of me going back here, I'm going to take his blue buff to kind of even a playing field. It's not cool that he took mine without me taking his, you know? I kind of wish I saw this fight a little clearly. I could have probably gone back and done the replay thing, but this game was a few weeks ago, so I don't have it anymore. And just to give you guys some insight, when you guys do engages in the enemy territory, get the easy stuff and back off. The enemy team here decided to overstay their welcome. Akali, Jinx, and Senna are now outpositioned. Jinx flashes for some reason, Senna's pretty much left alone, and that's 3 free kills for us. This is also right in the 5-minute mark, so that means to get a free dragon. So we got the dragon. I see Wukong going towards Herald, so I'm going to try to see if I can fight him or see if I can spot him at all. He's not at Herald, so I'm going to go ahead and gank Rengar for Shen. And this is what I mean by getting myopic, right? So what we should have done is force Rengar out, but instead I chase him all the way until I die for it, and it's kind of pointless. I even got played by Wukong's clone, so I just stood there taking free damage for no reason. But these silly mistakes happen, and you just gotta laugh about it when it happens and move on. Try not to make that mistake again. And although Wukong did kill me, you can see Pyke coming in hot, and he's actually gonna secure this kill. But I did end up giving Wukong a good amount of gold for my shutdown. And here's another example as how you can use chat to kind of alleviate the pressure. So sometimes if you die like that, people will ping you. Just make a joke before anyone else can make the joke for you, right? So highlighted there is Wukong's death timer, so I know I have enough time to get to Rift Herald. Shen's already started it, so I know it's going to be pretty low, and if it's not, then we can kill it pretty fast. Turns out Shen just started it, but it's fine, we secured it anyway. I was about to recall, but then I needed 700 more gold for my item, so this back would have been pointless. Instead, I'm going to take Scuttle, and I'm going to see if the enemy has any jungle camps I can take from him. I was going to use his fruit to see if I can check the wolves, but I see Senna and Jinx in middle lane, so I decided not to do that. I also saw Kali for a split second. She didn't notice me, so I'm going to gank her with Pyke's assistance, and we're going to secure a kill here. She was really squishy, and she died pretty fast. So Senna and Jinx move from middle lane, they're going to Baron lane. I pretend to recall, but I'm going to see if we can go around them and gank them. Jinx is extremely squishy, and she's probably easy to kill. I missed my Q here, which kind of sucks. Would have been a really easy kill if I hadn't missed that. And this is when one misplay can account for a big loss. So here we all died. That's 3 deaths. And we got nothing from that. It was a pointless fight. And we ended up paying the price for it. So after farming for a bit, we're going to get into a big, long fight. I'm not going to break it down. It's kind of a mess. But there's some lessons to be taught here. I'm really squishy. And my team needs a tank. And I know Shen's going to be helpful for the tank, but they need someone who can engage and disengage for them. This is what I learned in this fight. I don't believe we were prepared to engage there, and although Pyke and Shen did engage, I feel like this is a big reason why we lost the fight. I couldn't put myself in the right position to protect any of my squishy people. Lux, you see she's in Dragon Pit, she's kind of behind. You see Rengar down there, so it's a 4v4, and we still lost this pretty badly. The lesson here is that if we have another team fight, it's possible we're going to lose. So I need to get some tankiness. So I'm going to try to see if I can take this turret, get some gold, buy my Gargoyle enchantment, which you can see it's already ready to get pre-ordered. And I'm going to start buying something tanky, maybe Spirit Visage, or maybe Thornmail to get Grievous Wounds. And here you can see that I almost died to Rengar, and he's completely ignoring Lux's abilities. So this is why I think Thornmail was a really big buy here, because his ability allows him to heal a lot. And Thornmail, with his Grievous Wounds, prevents him from healing a lot. It also prevents Akali from healing a lot if she has Vampirism, Jinx, and Senna, so it's an all-around good buy, especially for Wukong since he heals naturally. I opted to get Thornmail first, and here you'll see Pyke really low, and for some reason he's beating out Wukong. I know Wukong's going to go in, so I try to protect him with my Q, and I couldn't save him. I got played by the clone again. I did a really early ult. This is a really messy fight again for us. We have neither Draven or Lux here to help us out, so it's literally just tanks. To solve for the carries, I move them away from the turret, and I know I might die here, but I'm going to try to see if it's worth it. Shen tries to ult me, but I die anyway. And this is what I meant when I said I'm not tanky enough to help him with the team fight, and we'll lose the next one. Lux hit her ult there in a really bad timing, and although Draven got 2 kills, he tries to get a third one. I feel like he should have backed off, but it was a messy fight from the start. The one thing you can really notice from high elo players is that when they catch one mistake, they take advantage of it a lot more than low elo players. So after I come back, we're going to fight for Dragon. Unfortunately, Wukong has 1 level higher than I do, so his smite's stronger than mine, even though I didn't even use my smite, so I don't know, maybe I would have gotten that. And here's an example of me being patient with my Q. I was waiting for him to come out of his stealth mode to actually attack the right one as opposed to the clone. Now I immediately tell my team, let's go over to Rift Herald. Ignore the fight top lane, because that's going to be the same mistake I did earlier. Let's go for objectives as opposed to kills. And we got the Rift Herald, and Wukong is still dead. So I also see that all of his jungle camps are pretty much alive. So what I'm going to do is start taking as many as I can. This is a really good idea to do, so now he has to farm from the lane minions. That means that his lane people won't be able to take lane minions. And now there's going to be a division of who's going to get what experience points. My initial thought process here was to drop Rift Herald next to the inhibitor turret, but there was just so many people there, that it would have died before it charged, so it would have been a pointless Rift Herald. I want to save this guy to secure a turret that I can for sure get. Now I see that Dragon Lane is actually available to take. I don't take it there though, I wait for the perfect opportune moment to maybe take 2 turrets. I flash forward here because I was only farming minions for so long. I also purchased my Thornmail, but nothing exciting was happening, so I thought I'd skip that stuff. So you see here that Rengar was really mispositioned. That caused us to catch him off guard and kill him really easily. You see Akali at the south side, and everyone else is pushed up, which is another mispositioning mistake. This is what I mean by when high elo players capitalize on mistakes that the team makes. You will also notice that Pyke is keeping Akali busy in middle lane. This is keeping her from attacking Lux and Draven, 2 champions on our team that she can kill really fast. So even though Pyke does die here, Draven picks up a kill, and I'd rather have Draven alive versus Pyke alive. But they lost Akali, which is their assassin, which does major damage. So here I'll drop Herald to make some space between us so we can secure Baron. Even though my team does stay back, I'm going to see if I can maybe push this lane forward. We got the turret, we should back off now. And you'll see me get in between the enemy team and Lux and Draven. This is because it's my job as a tank to make sure my squishy people don't die. The best way to do that is to make sure I'm always with them. Here Rengar got caught off guard again. He didn't realize that Lux and I were both there, and he dies trying to kill Draven. As I recalled, I noticed that the enemy team is going for Baron. I'm going to try to see if I can steal this and back off. Let's see, and I managed to steal it. Awesome. I flash out because, I'm done there. I don't want to keep engaging, but the team decides to go in, so I'm going to go in with them and make sure they stay alive. And this is a really amazing play for my team. I didn't expect that to happen, and that's me ulting a clone and me making fun of myself because that was bad again. And at this point, the enemy team is going to surrender, and this is the game on how I got to Grandmaster. So the lesson here is that even though they were pretty much half of our kills, they almost managed to beat us because we made a few mistakes. Every game we play has a lesson to offer us, right? What did we do right? What did we do wrong? And what can we do better the next game? Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it was entertaining, or at least give you guys some sort of educational value. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and don't forget the season's almost over, so if you guys are trying to climb, there's a few weeks left to do it.